Welcome to another installment of Andis Tool Tips on the web. I'm Ivan Zoot. I'm the Director of Education and Training with the Andis Company. Today we're going to talk about the differences in clipper motor styles and types and the different performance expectations you can have for those different motor types. The first clipper we're going to talk about is the magnetic motor clipper. You'll know it's a magnetic motor clipper because you'll hear that familiar click every time you turn the motor on. When you look at a magnetic motor clipper, you'll notice the blade is moving super fast. It's moving so fast you can hardly see it. But if you put your thumb down on the blade, you can stall the blade. Magnetic motor clippers feature very high blade speed, but lower levels of blade torque, force, or power. That's your magnetic motor clipper. The next one we're going to look at is your pivot motor clipper. Pivot motor clippers, when you turn them on and you look at the blade, you can see that blade's moving slower. It's not moving as fast as it was moving on the magnetic motor clipper. But if you put your thumb down on the blade, you can't stop that blade. Magnetic motor clippers, if you'll remember, had high blade speed and low blade torque or force. Pivot motor clippers, on the other hand, are just the opposite. They've got slower blade speed, but much higher levels of torque. What does that mean to you? Magnetic motor clippers, like this one, are more ideally suited for cutting dry hair in the lower half of the head, from the occipital bone down, more traditional barbering. Magnetic motor clippers, high speed, low power, dry hair. Pivot motor clippers, thick, heavy, wet hair, you name it, all day long. They don't get hot, they don't get blade heat because there's less blade movement and less friction. Great for students, great for people that might cut hair a little more slowly. That's your magnetic and your pivot. The third one we'll look at is rotary motor clippers. Rotary motor clippers are high blade speed and high blade torque, the best of both. But they do come at a price. The bigger the motor, the bigger the speed. The bigger the motor, the bigger the torque or power. But the bigger the motor, the bigger the clipper. So you want to strike a nice balance between motor size, blade speed, and blade power. That's a good example of this one. So to recap, 3 motor styles: magnetic motors, pivot motors, rotary motors. Magnetic motors, high blade speed, lower cutting power. Great for dry hair cutting and traditional barbering. Pivot motor clippers, the one in the middle, high blade power or torque, but at a slightly lower blade speed. Good for slower cutters, great for students, people that are going to work a little more slowly and deliberately because you won't get the housing heat and you won't get the blade heat sometimes associated with magnetics. And rotary motors, high speed and high torque. The bigger the motor, the bigger the torque, the bigger the speed. Those are your choices. Andis offers great tools in all 3 categories. Make good decisions and buy the right tool for you so that you can expect the right performance and get the performance you expect. We'll see you again right here next time at Andis Tool Tips on the web. Thank you.